Hey everyone, I'm Scott Stokely, and this video is about why I DNF'd from Texas State Championships and also why I just withdrew from my next 6 upcoming events. And I know it's April Fool's Day. I wish it was an April Fool's Day joke. It's not. Although I will be making jokes because that's how I deal with crappy stuff and annoying and awful stuff. But it's actually kind of serious. And I will warn you in advance. This video is going to be explicit. It's going to be gross and disgusting to some of you. I need to be straight with y'all because I have a lot of older people that follow me, especially a lot of older men, and it's not doing anybody a damn bit of good when you don't talk about things that some of you are either dealing with or maybe dealing with at some point. So, like always, I'm going to be straight with you. And if it's a little bit embarrassing and gross, whatever, I don't care. All right, so the short of it is, that surgery that I said I was going to be able to postpone till the end of the season that I needed to have, I can't postpone it. They gave me a temporary solution that we hoped would work for the season, and it's just not going to work. And I won't rehash the last 2 years of the hospital visits, the blood infection, blah, blah. If you follow me, you're familiar. But just a short recap of what the solution was. Basically, I have an enlarged prostate, and it's from inflammation probably, but what it's doing is it's preventing the bladder from draining. And because the bladder doesn't drain, the bladder gets irritated and other pockets have formed that's also not draining. So the way to think of it is, imagine my bladder is a hot tub, and the bacteria are swingers coming to party in the hot tub. Couple swingers show up, have a good time, not a big deal, drain the hot tub, they go home, no harm, no foul, everybody had a great time. All right, now imagine this hot tub and millions of swingers show up and they party for like 3 days straight. Okay, try to envision what that water is going to look like after 3 days. Okay, now imagine that there's no way of draining that water, right? This hot tub is basically going to be this petri dish of death. Well, that's what's happening. I can't drain the hot tub. It's disgusting. Now, look, I've been to my share of swingers parties. None of them have ever raged anywhere near as much as the raging party happening in my bladder right now. So, I'm happy for the swingers, not so happy for me. Now, the solution for this, or the temporary solution, was a type of muscle relaxant that reduces the inflammation on the prostate, and it also reduces the size of the prostate so I can drain the hot tub. And it actually worked great, and I've made videos about how good I feel. I have felt good. Walking into the store, going to a restaurant, playing on my phone, going through daily life, everything felt like better than it has in a long time. It's been great. Problem is the muscle relaxant's affecting my ability to throw. And so when I go out and throw, I have a measurable loss of distance. I can easily describe this. Hole 18 at Texas State, if you watch the coverage, with no wind whatsoever in practice, I was not able to throw it across the out of bounds into safe. And it's like 400 feet slightly downhill. That is not going to cut it on the pro tour, right? And that's with destroyers. And I couldn't even like cross into safe ground. So my solution was, I won't take the muscle relaxants the night before tournaments. And that was partially effective. Round 1 of the tournament, I threw a force, doesn't even fly as far as a destroyer, into a 15-mile-an-hour headwind, cleared out of bounds by 60 feet with relative ease. Basically, I'm throwing 100 feet further if I don't take that muscle relaxant the night before. 2 problems with that solution, though. Number 1, I'm practicing all week with a different body than I'm competing with, and it's just not possible to have correct timing when I'm like, I had to throw this shot hard in practice, but now I got to take something off it and disc down in the tournament. Like that's almost impossible. But the secondary problem is that I don't take that muscle relaxant for 2 consecutive nights, and next thing you know, my urine is bright orange because of the blood in it. So in just 2 days, I now have blood in my pee. And, in a 3 or 4 day tournament, like that just doesn't work. By the way, the secondary problem I'm not sure how to best describe this, but you know how smells take you back to your youth, right? Like maybe you smell blueberry muffins cooking, and then it reminds you of being at grandma's house when you were a kid and she cooked the blueberry muffins, right? The smell of my urine took me back. So when I was a kid, I used to go to Dodger Stadium. And when I went to Dodger games, they didn't have urinals in the bathroom. They had one giant trough. And at this trough were grown, drunk men, shoulder to shoulder with the occasional little boy in between them, cramped in there trying to pee. This trough was the most atrocious smelling thing you ever smelled in your life. Okay, well, that's what my urine smelled like. So basically, every time I peed, it was taking me back to being a kid at Dodger Stadium when I was 7 years old, which should have been a good memory, except I was remembering the urinal trough. All right, so that's where I'm at. It's just not going to work. I'm just going to have the surgery. So the idea is that I'm going to be out for the 6 events. I'm scheduled to return for the tournament in British Columbia. Now, a lot of people have contacted me or looking forward to me going to British Columbia. If I'm not able to physically compete at that time, I am still going to British Columbia, and I will still go to the event, and I'll still go to British Columbia. So no matter what, I'm going to BC to go see everybody. I've never been to that part of the country. I can't wait. For the next 6 weeks, I can't throw, but I'll be doing clinics and pro shop appearances and maybe running some events around. So I'll keep busy and working. I'll be productive. I'm not going to be in a bed for 6 weeks. Now, here's the message to my older male audience. One of the things that we do as men, most of us, right? Just a couple yahoos out there that this doesn't apply to, but most of us men, we take care of others. We work to take care of our families. We often take care of our parents. We look after our kids. We have our pets. We try to make sure our the company we work for is successful, right? We're other people. And we neglect taking care of ourselves. And we get criticized for being stubborn, or maybe it's an ego, the male ego, I'm indestructible, blah, blah, blah. BS. Most of the reason why is because our focus is on other people and not ourselves. Here's the problem with that, guys. We can't take care of all the people that as men we take care of if we don't take care of ourselves first. I've been learning this about prostate issues. It's a very common male thing when you get older, is that most of these prostate problems, if they're dealt with sooner rather than later, are highly treatable, much more easily treatable. When you don't take care of them, which I wasn't taking care of it, because for me, I am trying to take care of my partner and my business, but I'm also traveling and focused on competing. But I'm still not taking care of me. I neglected it, and by neglecting it, I've dug myself into a hole that now I got to have surgery to get out of. So if you're having this problem, do something about it. Now, here's the gross part, guys. Well, for some of you are going to be like, hell yeah. But to a lot of you, this is going to be gross. It involves yearly exams. And the prostate exam, for most of us, at least for me, not the most pleasurable day of my life, right? It's the glove, it's the KY jelly, it's the, take a deep breath. It sucks. Does not suck as much as surgery. It does not suck as much as a blood infection. It does not suck as much as all this other stuff. So, you guys, I'm going to call you right now. If you're afraid to go get that examination, guy, you are being a coward. Don't not do that examination, even though it sucks. It's a shared misery all us guys have to go through. Suck it up, get it done. Take care of your health. You can take care of other people. Final thing, I need you guys to be healthy. All right? This whole Stokely Discs thing, right? This is bigger than just a disc company. We're going to be bringing disc golf to every developing country on earth. I'm going to be bringing disc golf, adaptive disc golf, to every corner of the world where people that can't play disc golf on a regular course can play. I have such big goals in mind for this company, and I cannot do it alone. I need you all to be part of this army. And if y'all are dead, you don't do me no good. So don't be dead. Go take care of yourself, and so you can be part of this movement, and let's change the world together. But first, you can't do a damn thing until you make sure you take care of yourself first. All right, guys, I'm off my soapbox. I will keep you updated, all the details throughout this process. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. All right, I'm going to share all of them with you, the good, the bad, and the atrocious. All right, thanks, everyone.